Hello students, it's Nazia Begum here, your physics lecturer, welcoming you all in today's lecture. So as we have already discussed in so many lectures that how in double slit experiment we are getting dark and bright fringes, okay? So in that fringes we are having different energies also, okay? When the light waves are traveling they are having energy, and when they strike to one surface, okay, that is a screen here in this case, so their energy also distributed. So now today we will discuss that how energy is distributed there, okay. So here you can see one figure here, okay. So here this is the central fringe is the bright one, okay, so it is called central bright. Then here this is first dark fringe, and this is first dark fringe on the other side. Then this is first bright fringe, this is first bright fringe on the other side. Like that we are having so many dark and bright fringes on both the sides of the central fringe, okay. So here different fringes are there, according to that they are having different energies as well, okay. So this thing also I have already told you that how an intensity we calculate. I equals to, we have got one formula, I1 plus I2 plus 2 under root I1 I2 cos phi, okay. Now suppose the two interfering waves have the same amplitude A, okay. So for the bright fringe I told you that how to derive that formula, I1 plus I2 whole square, okay. For bright fringe we were getting in plus form, and for dark fringes we were getting that in minus form, okay. So if both the light wave have the same amplitude A, so by putting the value A for I maximum, we are getting A plus A whole square or 2A whole square, or we can write as 4K A square, which is constant. And for dark fringe, when we put A, so A minus A becomes 0, okay. So here I minimum is 0, that means the dark fringes will be perfectly dark, okay. In I maximum we are getting 4K A square, which is constant, okay. So here we are getting a constant energy for all the bright fringes, so they all will have same kind of brightness. And here for dark fringe we are getting intensity equals to 0, so all the dark fringes will be perfectly dark. Now let's discuss conservation of energy in interference. So in an interference pattern, the intensities at the points of maxima and minima are such that I max is directly proportional to A1 plus A2 whole square, and I minimum is directly proportional to A1 minus A2 whole square, okay. So if we find out the average, so average formula for average is sum of observation upon number of observation. So here we are having two energies, A1 plus A2 square, two intensities, A1 plus A2 square and A1 minus A2 square, okay. So to find out the average we will add them and then divide them by 2, okay. So here we have written the formula A1 plus A2 whole square plus A1 minus A2 whole square upon 2. So here by opening the bracket, okay, after opening the bracket and cancelling the terms, then dividing it by 2, we are getting I average equals to A1 square plus A2 square, okay. Here you simply have to apply the formula, open the bracket and try to solve it by your own, okay, because now so many equations we have solved, so this is one very easy one. You try to solve this by your own. So I average we are getting this one, A1 square plus A2 square, okay. Then if suppose there is no interference between the light waves from the two sources, then intensity at every point would be same. Okay, so intensity I equals to I1 plus I2. So here in this case, this first one, we have assumed that interference took place. In that case, we are getting I average, that is average intensity, as A1 square plus A2 square. And here in another case, here in second case, what we are assuming, that interference have not taken place. Okay, in that case I equals to I1 plus I2, and when we put I1 and I2's value, we get A1 square plus A2 square. Okay, I1 is directly proportional to A1 square, I2 is directly proportional to A2 square. So we are getting this formula here. So you can compare that when interference took place, then also we are having intensity A1 square plus A2 square. When interference does not take place, then also we are having same energy, same intensity A1 square plus A2 square. So in both the cases we are having same energy. That means here the energy is conserved. When interference is not taking place and when interference is taking place, in both the cases we have the same energy. That means in interference the energy is conserved. So here you can read, it is written which is the same as I average. Okay, when there is no interference, that time also the intensity is same as I average in the interference pattern. So there is no violation of the law of conservation of energy in interference. Whatever energy disappears from a dark fringe, an equal energy appears in a bright fringe, and like that they all balance the energy. Now let's compare the intensities at maxima and minima. So here is next topic, comparison of intensities at maxima and minima. So let A1 and A2 be the amplitudes and I1 and I2 be the intensities of light waves from two different sources. Then we know that intensity is directly proportional to amplitude square. So if we find out I1 upon I2, so it will be equals to A1 square upon A2 square. Okay. Now we know that amplitude at maxima in interference pattern is given by A1 plus A2, and amplitude at a minimum in interference pattern is given by A1 minus A2. Okay, so now let's try to find out the comparison of I maxima to I minima. So here you can see it is written I max upon I minimum equals to A1 plus A2 whole square upon A1 minus A2 whole square. Okay, now here in this one we have divided both the terms by A2. Okay, so here we got A1 upon A2, and here when we divide by A2, A2 get cancelled and we got 1. Okay, similarly in denominator also we have divided both the term by A2. In numerator and in denominator we have divided both the terms by A2, so we got this formula. Okay, we can also write this one. Okay, we can also write this formula as, this formula can be also written like this: r plus 1 upon r minus 1 square, where r equals to what? A1 upon A2. Okay, so r equals to A1 upon A2, so which means A1 upon A2 equals to under root I1 upon I2, which is the amplitude ratio of the two waves. Okay, it is called amplitude ratio of the two waves. A1 upon A2, they are the amplitudes, so it is called amplitude ratio. Okay, So here we have compared the intensities, and after comparing that we got this one. This is the required equation when we compare the intensities. Okay, and here one more term we have got. This is called amplitude ratio of the two waves. So today I am finishing my video here only. Tomorrow we will start diffraction. Okay, till here we have studied interference in detail. Okay, now after that the next topic is diffraction, that I am going to start in new lecture. Okay, so till then you please practice whatever we have studied about interference. Young's double slit experiment, its diagram you practice, and whatever things we have derived till now, the path difference, the fringe width, the position of maxima and minima, okay, brightness and intensities of maxima and minima, everything you please practice. Okay, derive the derivation, write and practice. So this is it for today's lecture. See you in next lecture. Till then, goodbye. Take care, do some productive work, and the most important thing, be healthy, be safe.